And this will be Israel Adesanya coming off back-to-back losses to Sean Strickland as well as to Dricus du Plessis past August. Izzy's now 35 years of age. He's squaring off against Nassourdine Imavov, who is 15-4 and 28 years old. Imavov has won 3 in a row since he lost the decision to Sean Strickland. Adesanya 2-1 favorite heading into this bout. What do you expect to see, and what's your prediction?
Sometimes, just class counts. I mean, I'm not knocking him off, but, he is 35 years old. He's accomplished a lot. He's done tremendous things. He's become like iconic sort of status, legendary type status, the way that he did things, kind of like a Anderson Silva type guy, a Bruce Lee type guy, where he was one of those rare guys that walks to the beat of a different drummer with his talent, with his approach, his anticipation. He was kind of like a Roy Jones Jr. to me, and a Muhammad Ali, where he did things wrong. He didn't do things by the textbook, but he made it right because of his talent, his confidence, his timing, his speed, all of those abilities, reflexes, all of that. Now he's 35, and some of that's not there for him. Some of the things he got away, he was able to get away with, and able to do things with those instincts, with those reflexes. He's not able to do at the same level. And now it falls back on technique. What is your technique? Is your technique good enough to make up for what you used to depend on purely by physical assets and timing and like I said, reflexes and doing things wrong and making it right? That starts to show up. But he's only been beaten by the best guys. Adesanya. I don't know that Imavov is that guy. To me, I'm breaking it down the way that is common sense in my business, even though MMA is not my business, but striking is, and fighting is. And Adesanya always had the edge on guys mentally and technically and physically, I should say, as far as pure talent. Now at 35, the gap has closed a little bit. But again, he's only lost to guys like Pereira, and
Sean Strickland. He lost
Strickland,
to Plessis.
and Duplessis, just monster guys. I mean, Duplessis is a big, strong, monstrous type guy, and technically solid. Better than he's a guy. Just jumping off for a minute, Duplessis is a guy that you can't judge the book by the cover. He's just a big, strong guy, but he's more than just that. He's more than, and a lot of these guys, the top guys, are more than just that. More than just tough, more than just physically strong. And you find out when you're in the cage with them. You find that out. But Imavov is a guy that he's a well-rounded guy. Adesanya's forte is striking. We know that. It's not on the mat, even though he developed a good takedown defense and a good defense on the mat. But his thing is striking. Imavov is well-rounded in both places. In the striking, for Adesanya to get his way and to win this, I think he wants to strike, and he wants to strike with length, with distance, with range, where maybe he can catch Imavov, who's a tough, rugged guy who likes to strike but likes to be aggressive, likes to strike in his arms aren't as long, likes to strike in closer quarters. I think that this would come down in the striking department to Adesanya not letting Imavov get to his territory, get to his comfort zone, get to being close, where he can either go to the mat or he can do some good striking a little tighter in. I think Adesanya wants to own the outside. He wants to make him pay a price. He wants to keep him at the end of his punches, set up the right hand off his jab, and see if he can catch Imavov before he gets close, before he gets into that what do I call it, geography that makes sense for Imavov, which is the geography that would be in a little tighter. So at the end of the day, I'm going with the guy. It's an interesting fight. It's a good fight. All UFC fights are competitive. There are no slam dunks. There are no layups. There are no, early Christmas presents. Not in the UFC. They're all tough. But I'm gonna go with Adesanya. Even at 35, I'm gonna go with. I'm not knocking him off, and by using this word, but I'm going to go with the class. The guy has shown the class, that level of ability that Imavov has not been able to. He doesn't have that resume.